You telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them.
For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Contrail Brown. And I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel. Is the defendant in error free to go? My name is not spelled in all capital letters. Matter of fact, I filed
Mr. Bay.
Today, we've got one of the most hilarious sovereign citizen meltdowns ever caught on camera. This guy goes completely off the rails, insisting he's a foreign national, as if that somehow exempts him from the law. But the best part? He actually brings along one of his sovereign citizen buddies to represent him, because apparently 2 confused people are better than 1. Meanwhile, the judge is absolutely savage, refusing to entertain their nonsense for even a second. Her reactions alone make this courtroom showdown pure gold. Get ready for some next-level absurdity, and while you're watching, drop a comment on what you think this guy's IQ might be. I'm guessing it's somewhere around room temperature, or maybe even lower.
Right, DeMarcus Contrail Brown.
Your Honor, we were representing him, but we are going to be submitting a withdrawal to you. You should have it shortly.
All right, Mr. Brown, are you represented by somebody else?
Yeah. For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Contrail Brown. And I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel.
Okay, so Mr. Bay, yes, aka Marcus Contrail Brown, so you're seeking a continuance to get new counsel?
Yes.
Okay, do you have someone in mind, sir?
I not right now. I'm seeking counsel.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you a continuance for 30 days, or I'm sorry, until January 5th. But by that time, you need to have counsel on board when they come back so that they can talk to the state to determine if there's anything they can work out on your case, or if they need to get all of the information necessary for a trial, if that's what you choose to do. So by January 5th, I will expect that you will have counsel.
Well, I have paperwork on the docket that haven't been rebutted. I have affidavits of truth that haven't been rebutted.
Okay, sir, we don't do affidavits. People have to appear in person because there's a confrontation clause in the United States Constitution that says witnesses, you have the right to confront witnesses in person. So we don't do affidavits, okay? If you have witnesses that are going to present testimony or evidence on your behalf, then you have to have them come to court and be sworn in and testify at that time, okay? So we're not doing any dismissing and all of that stuff. No, sir. When you get your counsel, they'll be able to discuss it with the state, and then y'all can present whatever to the court.
And the accusing deputy must be present too, right? Okay.
So the people always say that, but here's the thing. The state gets to choose whatever witnesses they wish to bring, just like your side gets to choose whatever witnesses you wish to bring. You can't rely on them to bring the person that you want. So if you want to subpoena someone to appear for trial, then you need to subpoena them. You cannot rely on the state to bring your witness. Okay.
Okay. I got you.
So, all right. Anything else?
And jurisdiction can be challenged at any time, right?
No, sir. Jurisdiction rests with this court because this is where the locus of the incident is.
I could be wrong, but it really seems like this sovereign citizen is just stalling, probably hoping the judge will buy him more time to find a real lawyer and push the case back. But honestly, I just don't get how these sovereign citizens think. Why keep using the same tired script when it has never worked? Judges shut this nonsense down every single time. Watching them in court is like watching someone try to unlock a door with a banana, fully expecting it to work. It's mind-blowing how disconnected from reality they are. But here's the real question. Is he playing dumb? Or does he actually believe the law doesn't apply to him? Let me know what you think. Now, let's dive back in.
Well,
Mr. Bay, let me just explain something to you. Mr. Bay, listen to me.
Okay.
I went to school for 3 years for this. That's full time. If I had gone part time, it would have been 4 or 5 years. And I have been working since, oh Lord, I ain't gonna give my age, but I've been a lawyer and a judge for quite some time. I've been a judge for 10 years as of this year. A lot of times people come before me because they've learned stuff from other people, or they've gone online, or they've read it themselves. But I tell you, it doesn't work the way you think it works. And so there's a set of statutes, cases, procedures, all of those things that we have to learn. In fact, let me show you something.
Well, how do you have?
Wait. You see this book right here? This is just this year's edition of all the stuff that I have to be able to find to figure out what's going on in your case. This is just this year's edition. And I got a book like this that includes evidence and procedure. I got a whole wall of books. So when you come in here challenging jurisdiction and all of this stuff people have taught you, it's not books.
Can I show you my Black Law Dictionary?
No, sir. Because Black's Law, that's a dictionary. That's not the full case. You know, you come in with all of these ideas about how you think the law works, but every lawyer in here has done at least 3 years of law school and trainings, trials, all of those things. So you're not going to change the way we do things. So the best thing to do is to get an attorney who can talk to the state about your case, and then we can get this resolved. Your case is pretty simple. You got traffic offenses.
Well, I still want you to prove on the record that you have subject matter jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction.
I'm not proving anything on the record, sir. I wear the robe. They put me in this position. I've been here 10 years. If I didn't have subject matter jurisdiction, I wouldn't be here.
So you say it's not a difference between public and private for the record. There's no difference.
Sir, get an attorney.
Okay, all right. January 5th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Mr. Bay/Brown, you've indicated that you wish to have an attorney, so I'm going to rely on the fact that you're going to have an attorney. Don't come back here with the same stuff, and I already told you it's not going to work.
So you're telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them. So first of all,
right here.
The United States codes don't work in Georgia because Georgia has its own code, OCGA.
So the meaning of driver is different in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
But according to 49.
Mr. Bay, I'm not doing this with you. Get an attorney.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go. We'll see you on January 5th at 11 a.m.
All right, before we jump into the most heated part of this case, prepare to lose some brain cells. Seriously, I've already lost a few just from watching the first few minutes. Consider this your warning. This might actually make you dumber, but in all seriousness, let's dive right in because things are about to get absolutely ridiculous. This sovereign citizen actually brought along his sovereign citizen buddy, who he claims is an attorney general, which, fun fact, is completely illegal if he's trying to practice law without a license. You can't just wake up one day and decide you're a lawyer, but apparently in sovereign citizen world, that's totally a thing. Let me know your thoughts while we watch. Now, let's get into it.
So, DeMarcus Contrell Brown.
I have interest in that matter. Is the defendant in error free to go?
Is the who, what?
Is the defendant in error free to go?
No.
Well, let the record show the defendant in error is ordered to state and participate.
Okay, who is the defendant in error? That's a new one for me.
The all cap name is trust that I am a beneficiary of. My name is not spelled in all capital letters. I have a court order decree saying that.
Okay, Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, do you have an attorney representing you, sir?
Attorney General, my Attorney General is online. You may speak to me, sir.
Is the Attorney General, Mr. Bay, hold on. Let me ask my question before you tell me something crazy. Is the Attorney General a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
I'm a non-state actor. I'm a foreign national. Matter of fact, I filed
Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, I don't care if you were Alexander Putin, the premier of Russia. If you are in Georgia and you're represented by an attorney, that attorney would have to be a member of the State Bar of Georgia. Foreign national or not. Just as if you went to another country and you had an attorney represent you, that attorney would have to meet the requirements of that country and of that state. Okay, Mr.
Yeah, no,
Attorney, Mr. Bay, hush. Mr. Attorney General,
I'm trying to
are
set a
you-
record.
Mr. Bay, Mr. Attorney General, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia? You want to unmute for me?
Speak, bro. Get off me.
I love how these two sovereign citizen idiots are just casually on a phone call while the judge is talking. Like, hello, you're in court, not chilling at home ignoring spam calls. The judge is actually trying to run a real legal proceeding, and these guys are out here acting like they're on hold with customer service. This is exactly why we need these kinds of court hearings in person. Just imagine how much funnier it would be watching these sovereign citizens struggle live instead of hiding behind a phone. No Googling fake laws mid-hearing. No muting themselves when they get caught slipping. Just pure, unfiltered nonsense in real time. Honestly, we should all just sign a petition making it a rule. Sovereign citizens must show up in person to embarrass themselves properly. That might sound harsh to some, but seriously, what else are we supposed to do with these people? Let me know what you guys think about that take. Now, let's dive back in because this so-called Attorney General is pure entertainment.
What's going on is he's a member of a foreign state corporation basically doing business in Georgia. So
Okay,
basically,
sir, that's
before
not what I
Georgia
asked
law
you.
plays-
No, sir.
I get what you're saying,
sir.
man.
No, and I get what you're saying, but we're not doing
I
that
know,
because that's not how we operate. Those are not the laws under which I am required to conduct court. So we either gonna do it my way or we're gonna put you
We
on
understand
the
the rules of
calendar.
the court. We understand the rules of the court. I got you.
Okay, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
No, I'm not a member of the bar of Georgia.
Okay,
But what I'm
then
trying to
no, then
realize
as
he's doing business a certain way
he
in
can
Georgia,
represent
and that you
himself.
need to take consideration on that matter on how he's doing business in Georgia.
He can represent himself, or he can be represented by a member of the State Bar of Georgia. But he cannot have you represent him or purport to represent him. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. So, Mr. Bay, do you wish to choose someone who is a member of the State Bar of Georgia to represent you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I invoke my right to remain silent as the beneficiary of Demarcus Cottrell Brown estate.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you're invoking your right to remain silent, which means that you do not wish to enter a plea that
I plead to be released.
that would resolve your case today. As such, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty for you.
I object. You cannot practice law from the bench. Violation
put you on
28 USC 454. Judge practicing law from the bench.
and put you on a trial court, on a trial calendar so that your case may be heard at
I
trial.
object.
All right, sir. Thank you. You'll get notice in the mail if anything
I
changes
object.
about your if anything changes about your address, then you can go ahead and let us know by coming
I
into.
have no. I demand an evidence hearing.
You will have that at the time
I
of
demand
trial,
an evidence
sir.
hearing.
You're not going to have an evidence hearing today because that's not what we're here for. This is
You
a
are
resolution.
dishonorable. I got your oath, Tammy Long. Hey,
So, Mr. Bay, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. You'll have a trial at which time you can have an evidence hearing. You'll get notice in the
you
mail.
in violation of Article 6, Section 2 of the Constitution.
Your notice in the mail, then you can appear for hearing with whatever evidence that you wish to
I
present.
object.
Although you are not required to present any evidence or testimony because the state has the burden of proving the case against you. Thank you, Mr. Brown. You're free to go at this time.
I object.
All right, Kevin Jermaine Burrows.
I know I can be pretty harsh on judges sometimes for not putting their foot down on these sovereign citizens, but this judge? Absolutely fantastic. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she was amazing. No nonsense, no patience for stupidity, just straight up handling business. Honestly, a solid 10 out of 10 performance. She's right up there with the legendary Judge Oakley when it comes to shutting down nonsense. I mean, Dumb and Dumber didn't stand a chance here. It almost felt like they were trying to put on some one-off Broadway musical, except one of them thought he was a pirate assassin, and the other was just a clueless idiot fumbling through fake laws. Seriously, you couldn't script a better disaster if you tried. Part of me feels bad for the judge having to sit through the circus, but at the same time, watching her shut them down was just pure comedy gold. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Now, let's keep going. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Did the judge handle it the right way, or should she have been even tougher on these sovereign citizen clowns? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I think she was as patient as humanly possible, considering she had to sit there and listen to them butcher basic legal concepts for way too long. If I can find the second part of this hearing, I'll definitely be posting it because I need to see how much worse this train wreck gets. Something tells me they didn't suddenly find a real lawyer and start making sense. With the way this case is going, I wouldn't even be surprised if one of them tried to claim the courtroom itself was a foreign country. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. I post every single day, so stay tuned for even more sovereign citizen madness. And seriously, I just want to say I really appreciate every single one of you for watching and commenting. Even if I don't always reply, I do read every single comment, and I can't thank you guys enough. Take care, everyone.